What's going on, everybody? King of Dragons 5000 here, coming at you with another figure review. Today we'll be having a look at the McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse, The Batman Who Laughs. And so here we have the Batman Who Laughs with Sky Tyrant wings posing out of the packaging, and he looks really nice. Let's actually talk about his accessories really fast. The Batman Who Laughs does come with the Sky Tyrant wings, which he has on him right now, and they are just done beautifully. I love the sculpt. They are articulated, so that is something really nice. He also comes with the head and shoulder pauldrons of the Merciless Build-A-Figure, as well as the God Killer's sword, which we'll have a better look at when we have a look at Merciless. And his final accessory is the DC Multiverse display stand. Other than that, the Batman Who Laughs doesn't come with anything else. He looks like a really nice figure. He does have some problems, but so does every other figure that we've had a look at. So let's actually take a closer look at the Batman Who Laughs. So here we have a closer look at the Batman Who Laughs, and I think McFarlane has knocked it out of the park with this head sculpt. I was a really big fan of their previous Batman Who Laughs head sculpt, which we do have right here. But looking at them side by side, I think this is my preferred look for the Batman Who Laughs, and it's just a really nice sculpt. I love the detail that they put into it. His mouth, his uvula is also back there. His teeth are painted nicely. It's just a really menacing Batman Who Laughs face. Really do like his visor that has the bat ears on them right there. He's a really menacing looking character, and I love that about the Batman Who Laughs. That head sculpt is just perfection, no doubt. And then you can see, if the camera will focus, there we go, we have some stitch work right here on his cowl, which was omitted on the other version, which I think this is a more the version people think about when they think about the Batman Who Laughs. So having a look at his torso now, he does have a completely different overlay than the previous Batman Who Laughs. I do need to point out that he does share parts from the original Batman Who Laughs figure. For example, the arms are the exact same sculpt with the exception of the hands. Both arms are the same sculpt. He does have the same internal skeleton that the previous Batman Who Laughs did. And then his entire lower torso is complete reuse. That's not saying it's bad. It's really smart reuse, and giving us a completely new Batman Who Laughs is a really good idea, because he just looks really nice. This jacket that he wears over it has more detail than the previous one. It's more tattered. It looks broken and just misplaced everywhere, and you can see the buckles there. They're not painted on this version, which is a little bit unfortunate, but he still looks really, really good. You can see how nice those details are. He is wearing the harness from the Sky Tyrant, excuse me, and you can see the red gem right there, the rivets on the leather going all the way back. You can see how they attach right here. They are on ball joints, so you can move those around. Really nice articulation, but they do make the figure really back heavy. Now, I do have him on a display stand, and you can see he wants to keep leaning back, and that just shows you how much weight is put on the back of this figure. It is a little bit of a pain getting him to stand without the display stand, but other than that, I still think he's a really nice figure. Those wings are just done magnificently. And if we can actually get this outstretched, just so you can see how much detail was put on the wings. These wings have a lot of detail going through them. I really, really love that. It's so perfect. It looks so good. And the fact that they're articulated in several points, McFarlane really knew what they were doing. Having a look at his hands here, that's another new part for this figure. He has these really creepy looking hands. You can see just how disturbing they look. His fingers are all crooked and just elongated. On this hand, it's not as creepy. He does somewhat have a trigger finger. I don't know why he would need one, but he does have it. It almost looks like he has a skeleton hand. That's really creepy. And then we do have the hand wraps that go around his hand, which is done fairly well. And then final thing we're going to take a look at, because we have seen his lower torso before, is the tatters in his jacket, because that's completely different from the original version. Now, I do think that this is a much softer plastic than the previous version for the Batman Who Laughs, and I really do like that. And something they did do differently is they actually put more texturing detail into it. There's a lot of nice little textures, like it's worn and torn, and you can see holes in it. It's not as clean as you would expect it to be, and it just looks very dirty, and I do like that. A lot of these holes you can see right through, so that's looking really, really nice. And then he does have a hidden Batman emblem in the jacket. If you can see right here, we have a bat emblem right there, which is pretty cool. I do like that. So overall, this is a really nice looking figure, and as you would expect, he does have some issues when it comes to articulate. Oh, there he goes. He wants to fall back again. Gotta set these wings back down and try to balance him out. There we go. So Batman Who Laughs is an incredibly nice looking figure. So let's actually get him compared to other figures you may have in your collection. And so here we have the Batman Who Laughs posed next to a Marvel Legends Cyclops and a DC Multiverse Superman. Here we do have the Batman Who Laughs posed next to a WWE Elite Scale figure and a Mezco 1/12 Collective Popeye the Sailor Man. Here we have the Batman Who Laughs posed next to a Lightning Collection White Ranger and a Star Wars Black Series Mandalorian. And for a final comparison, here we have the Batman Who Laughs with the Sky Tire wings posed next to the original Batman Who Laughs by McFarlane. So with the comparisons out of the way, let's actually move on to his articulation and let's get him off the display base. Just so you can see what I mean, he has a hard time standing and that's going to be how it is. So let's actually talk about the articulation on the wings. Now they do peg onto his back and they are on ball joints. Because they do peg into his torso, we do have rotation right here where they peg in. They have a hinge right here which hinges forward and back, up and down depending on how you have that joint rotated. And then we also do get some rotation right here on this part of the joint, so you can rotate his wings down, rotate them out, so you can do a lot of nice things with these wings. He also does have a hinge. Well, it's not really a hinge, it's more like a, well, it is like a swivel point right here at the wing, so it does swing outward, which looks really nice. I do like the way his wings swing out. So that's the Batman Who Laughs with the wings. Let's actually take these out because it's going to be a little bit cumbersome with the wings in his back. There we go. Okay, so having a look at his articulation, he does share all of the same articulation from the previous Batman Who Laughs figure without the wings. So he does have a double ball joint here at the head, so we get some really nice movement there. Goes forward, goes down, tilts to the side, tilts to the other side, rotates left and right, no problem. So we got all that movement there, which works fine. We also do have a ball joint at the neck, so he can lean his head even further back. He can bury his head, well, his chin into his chest. If his mouth wasn't open so wide, he'd get a little better movement, but it still works fine what you need it for. So really good range of movement here. And you can tilt the head even further with that neck joint, so I really do like that. Arms are on ball sockets that peg into the torso, so we do get some rotation right here. They pivot back, forward, down, and up. Swivel here at the bicep. They go out to about that far. Here they go, nope, they can't go any higher because of his coat overlay. They do a full 360, you just gotta watch out for the jacket because that does throw the arm off to the side, which is a little bit unfortunate. We have double bend at the elbow, giving us much better than 90 degrees. We have a swivel hinge here at the wrist, so we do have some up and down movement. We can rotate that for some in and out movement. And then we do have rotation on that peg. Now, he does have rotation up here at the chest, and it does rotate nicely. You can see it does click. Those are really audible sounds, but it does function, which I do like that. He does have an ab crunch right here, and the only problem I have with it is that this is the thickest part of his coat, so you can only get him crunching about that far, but then he kicks back up because of the jacket. You can get him to lean back all the way, and it does bunch up in the back, but it's thinner in the back. I don't know why McFarlane keeps making the jacket so thick in the front. If anything, we should be able to do more with it. Yeah, he just always kicks back up, so that is a little bit unfortunate. And still no side-to-side pivot on the Batman Who Laughs, and that's something I think that they should have done on the previous figure, which they still didn't do here. Legs do kick forward all the way up, no issue there. They do kick back to about there, go out to the side, only about 45 degrees, but that's perfectly okay. That's as far as the coat lets them go out. We do have a tiny thigh swivel up here. It does swivel, but it's not really functional for anything really. We do have a double bend here at the knee, which goes all the way back. Really do like that. No boot cut swivel, but we do have rotation here at the ankle. We have a ball hinge, which does let pivot forward and back. We can rotate that joint to have a rocker ankle, and then we do have forward facing pin for rocker ankle, so that works fine. And then finally we have a very generous toe hinge. So overall, Batman Who Laughs with the Sky Tyrant wings is a really nice looking figure with some pretty good articulation, albeit he could use a little bit more, but he's still really nice there. So with that out of the way, guys, let's actually get him standing for and pose for my final thoughts, and then we'll wrap up this review. And so here we have the Batman Who Laughs with the Sky Tyrant wings posed for my final thoughts. And overall, I think this is one of McFarlane's best attempts at a figure. I just love the amount of details on him. His coat has a lot of nice little details, and I just love those wings on him. I think the wings are the one thing that I'm just awestruck about. Those wings look so good, and it really makes me wish that McFarlane will give us a Hawkman and a Hawkgirl. Just because of how they did these wings, I know McFarlane will knock it out of the park with the Hawks. That's something I really hope we see down the line. As far as the Batman Who Laughs here goes, I think he is a much welcomed improvement to the previous figure that we had. I think the head sculpt on this figure blows that old one out of the water. The old one was pretty good. Seeing this one is great, and I would love to see this head on the other body. I might see what it looks like and maybe get a second Batman Who Laughs with Sky Tyrant wings, but we'll see how I feel about it. But this is still a really nice figure to have. If you're a fan of the Dark Knight's Metal series, you are going to want to have a Batman Who Laughs in your collection. And why not get one with the Sky Tyrant wings, because those wings alone are worth the price of admission. The Batman Who Laughs here is running about $25, which is fair for the McFarlane Build-A-Figure series, seeing as how we do get a really nice Build-A-Figure. I still think they can give us these figures for $20 with the Build-A-Figure, but that's honestly me. $25, that's what Hasbro is charging for Marvel Legends, so I think it's pretty fair. If you are trying to track this figure down, they are starting to hit stores now. Originally, this was going to hit stores, I think, in October, but it got delayed till November. I don't quite remember, but he is going to start hitting stores soon. If you do have a pre-order on Amazon, you should be getting yours soon, if not already have it in hand. And like I said, this is a must-have figure for any fan of the Dark Knight's Metal series, the Batman Who Laughs, or you just want a really cool figure in your display. With that being said, guys, I'm KingofDragons 5000. Don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel. Go check out all my other action figure reviews, as well as all my other DC Multiverse videos. Hopefully you find them informative. As always, if there's a figure you would like to see me review, let me know down in the comments, and if it's in my collection, I'll definitely have a look at it. While you're at it, check out my Instagram account for new and exciting action figure photos, and as always, ring that bell to be notified every time I upload a video. Until next time, guys, I'll see you later. Take care, everyone.